For this video, I want to look at how we can actually add on a top and a bottom to our trinket box by using a second part that's created, and then bringing that into the assembly. Okay, so I'm just going to take out the top and the bottom for this object. So we'll delete that, and we'll delete that part there. So we're just left with our completed box. Okay, right. So on shape, we have our side part that's been created as Part Studio 1, and we can as well rename this, and you can see this, I've renamed this as side on here. Okay, and that's to help me when I'm actually doing my assembly to recognize various parts. So I'm going to start by actually creating a new part for this, but I'm going to do it in a new tab. So I'm going to click on the blue arrow, the bottom corner, and click on the plus side there, and go to Create Part Studio. Okay, and this will create a new work area for me to work on that doesn't interfere with the other parts that I'm creating. So what I want to do is to create the top and the bottom for my box, which are going to be identical in this case. So I'm going to click on the top work plane as normal, click on the sketch icon. On my view, switch it so I'm looking at the top view, and I'm going to use my center point rectangle tool to draw this out. I'm going to start from the center, so make sure I'm on the center, and drag out the shape that I want. Now the box is 120 by 120, so the base dimensions will be 120 by 120. So click on my tool, click on the dimension tool, click on one line, change the value 120, green tick, click on the side, click on the value, change the value, green tick. So there I have a box that's 120 by 120. Now I need to extrude this, so go to the extrusion tool. Okay, and the ply that we're using is 3.8 millimeter ply. So on the depth, change that to 3.8 millimeters, green tick, tick. And if I look at my view, I've now got my panel drawn out there. Okay. On the side left panel, I'm going to rename this part. So where it says Parts Part 1, with an I next to it, I'm going to click on the three dots, go to Rename, and rename this as Top. Okay, rename part. So then now, if I go to my assembly here, you can see that I've already got in side 1, 2, 3, 4, which are just copies of Part Studio 1. Okay. And I want to bring in my new part. So I'm going to click on the Insert menu. Yeah. Now you can see that I've got an old one there, so I'm going to click on one of those to bring that in. Okay. Green tick. And there I have my new part there, which I can move around using my manipulator triad as normal. Okay. I can bring that around. Okay, now I'm going to be using a mate for this again. So I'm going to click on my mate tool and click on the planar mate. Okay, and I'm going to link this to the edge of my shape here. So if I click on the top of the box, we get our planar mates there. I'm just going to zoom in. Now instead of using the central one this time, I'm going to use one of the edge ones for it. So I'm going to click on there, so it's an edge one there. Okay, then I'm going to rotate the object, just unlock my screen to rotate, and rotate this around. Yep, so I can see the underside of my other object here. I need just to move this around. So the other mate is going to go onto the underside of this one here. So that's the point there. So click on that, and that should have now joined on and mated with my with the top of the box there. Just move this way and zoom this out so you can see that in place. Unlock the rotation again, and that's now linked in place there. Okay. Similarly, remember I can use my rotation tool at the bottom of the planar 4 part here, this part here, to rotate this around. If you find that the orientation isn't quite right for you, you can use that to get it in place. Green tick that, okay, or tick it. So now if I rotate this round, and we'll drag this up, we can then insert another part to represent the bottom of this. So insert, sorry, not insert, insert rather, insert, and we'll choose that one again. Okay, there, tick that. Use my manipulator to get it into position, so down here somewhere, yep. Okay, take my planar mate tool, click on the underside, Oops, hang on, click on the underside. No, I need to get the right, let's just zoom this in. I've got to get this in the right place here. There we are. There. That's it. That's where I want it. Now I've got two entities selected here, so I'm just going to take out one that I don't need. So I'm going to take out the first one that I did. So on my planar menu, if you find that you've got a mate connector that you don't need, just swipe to the left, and then you can hit delete to remove that out of the way. So I can take out that one there as well, and then I don't have any mates connected on there at all. So let's do that one again so we get this right. So there, planar mate, click on the underside surface there, that's better. Click on that part, there's my mate there, connected. Zoom out so I can see the other side. Now, I can't rotate this to see this easily, so I'm going to have to unlock, rotate that around, zoom this way, click on that surface, and that's where I want it to connect, and now it's connected in place there. Okay, and similarly I can use my rotation tool in the planar menu to rotate this around if the orientation isn't quite right with it. Okay, tick that, zoom out, and there I have my assembled box with a lid and a bottom onto it.